Let's make savories for Diwali. So today we are going to make two savories as we did with sweets. If you haven't watched our sweets episode, you should. We'll link it somewhere. For savories, we're going to make ribbon pakoda and Thenkuzhal. That is a kind of murukku or chakli types. So we are going to get started on ribbon pakoda first. I'll walk you through ingredients. I have 4 cups of rice flour. For 1 cup of rice flour, you need quarter cup of Bengal gram flour and quarter cup of besan. Because I have 4 cups, I have taken 1 cup of Bengal gram and 1 cup of besan. I'm going to grind it in mixie and see how much this 1 cup of Bengal gram turns into. The other ingredients that you need is chili powder, some sesame seeds, hing and salt. Obviously we'll be deep frying it. So I've got a kadai and I've added oil to it. Let's turn on the kadai because we have a lot of oil. This is going to take some time. Whilst the oil is getting hot, I can get started on the dough for ribbon pakoda. Now first step is to grind this. So I have powdered Bengal gram. Now let's see how much is it. If it's more than a cup, I don't want that. So I'll just be measuring it to a cup. So it was more than a cup. I've got some left. If you want to use this, you can make like a dosa podi, enna dosa podi. For that you can use this powder, or you can also use this for coconut chutney. But I'll just store this in a container. So we are going to make a ribbon pakoda dough. I've got rice flour. If your flours are not very fine, you want to sieve it first. Mine are already sieved and they're fine. Like I know they're fine. So I'll add besan and the gram flour that we made, and first mix these three. To this I'm going to add chili powder. I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of chili powder and salt. That much. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds and a little bit of hing. So 1 teaspoon of hing. To this I'm going to add a little bit of oil that is getting hot, and then add water and mix it. So I'm taking some hot oil from here. Now we'll add water and mix. So our dough is ready. At this stage you can take a pinch of it and taste for salt and spice levels like chili powder. I gave a little bit to Karthik and he thinks this is perfect. So we are going to roll with it. Because it took some time, I turned off the flame. Let's heat this again. This particular stove just works too fast, like way too faster than a regular gas stove. So you need to be super cautious when I need to be super cautious when I'm using this. Anyway, if you're doing at home and just you're using a regular stove, and if you're making like a big batch, you want to start heating oil on the sides. That way you can just put the hot oil while you're making the dough. And by the time oil heats, your dough is ready and you can start putting the dough inside this thing and start making ribbon pakoda. So the first step is to oil all the sides of the mold you have. Now let's pray all the ribbon pakoda gods and start making our first ribbon pakoda. So we have made our ribbon pakoda. We have made 2 styles, the plain style and also the squiggly one. They look so good, as you can see. Now we are going to get started on Thenkuzhal. We made more ribbon pakoda, so we used 4 cups of rice flour for ribbon pakoda. For Thenkuzhal, I have got 2 cups of rice flour. For 2 cups of rice flour, you need half a cup of roasted urad dal flour. So there's that, half a cup of roasted urad dal flour for 2 cups of rice flour. So 1:1/4. And then about 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So for 1 cup, you need 1.5 tablespoon of melted butter. I'll be giving all of this in description for 1 cup, but I'm making 2 cups here. So 2 cup rice flour, half a cup urad dal flour, 3 tablespoon of butter. Then you need cumin seeds, hing, salt and some water. Let's make the dough now. Okay, so I've got rice flour. I'm going to add urad dal flour, give it a mix. Now we'll add cumin seeds. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. You can also crush them and add. I'm just adding whole cumin seeds. We'll add in the butter, hing and salt. So I've mixed all the ingredients nicely now. Let's add water and make it a dough. Add water little by little. So our Thenkuzhal dough is ready. So for Thenkuzhal, we are not pros, so we can't like make the shape directly in the oil. What we are going to do is make it in the ladle and then dip it. We'll show you how this turns out. You'd want to use the shape with like 3 dots or fewer dots. We don't have it. This is the best I could find, so we're going to settle with this. As before, you want to grease the inside of this mold and then shape the Thenkuzhal. So we have our ribbon pakoda and Thenkuzhal ready. There's only this much of Thenkuzhal, but for ribbon pakoda I have 2 more plates. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what sweets and savories you made for this Diwali. Wishing you a very happy and a prosperous Diwali once again. I'll see you in another one. Bye.